I feel different. Am I on Facebook Live right now, or am I on the live chat? I don't know. Because you have two choices.
It is
right
playing,
now.
Harris.
It's playing right now.
Calm yourself.
So we're in like two different boxes on the web right now. We're at facebook.com/outnumberedfnc. And in case you're already cooking it old school and you're on our live chat, look, there I am talking to there I am. It's foxnews.com/outnumbered. Click on the overtime tab. You've got the live chat cooking there. And you need your Facebook and your Twitter to sign on to the live chat anyway. So either way, we're together. What are we calling it now? Foxbook?
Foxbook, yes, we've rebranded it. Yeah, we're getting around the censorship. Foxbook. And if it doesn't work on your computer, we're being censored. That is the answer.
That's hilarious.
Oh, please.
That's so true.
Oh, boy, lots of angry people about the TSA. Okay, just to set the record straight, you are not the only one in all of New York with pre-check status.
Listen, let's not get the secret out there, Harris. I don't want anybody knowing about the secret
so true.
line.
Whenever I hear people talking about it, I'm like, no.
Yeah,
no, the nice thing about
out.
it's so protected, and you see these long lines.
Do you want to know the irony of
the TSA pre-check?
TSA pre-check? You have to actually have the time to go get the pre-check done.
Yeah, that is true. It's what's 45 minutes. It's $100. They make sure you're not a jihadist.
85.
It's not that bad.
It's
Well, it also depends,
and
but if you have a
also
certain
when
credit card, they'll reimburse you.
And when you go, you have to make an appointment, and sometimes that's 3 months out
That's
from
true.
when you set to go make the appointment.
But then 3 months later, but you can go to different airports. I found that out. I tried to get an interview at LAX, and that was 3 months. But then JFK had an interview.
There's something that happens, and Jesse, maybe you can tell me about this. But there's something that happens to the person who approaches the TSA pre-check line. All of a sudden, their shoulders get wider, and their posture gets straighter. And it's like
that's because they know they're going to
feel like they're down because they get to cruise through that.
Except the last time I went there, Sandra, it was worse than the regular line at JFK.
That's because you're talking about it too much.
I'm looking for the pre-check line, and they're like, back there.
That's because you're talking about it too much.
Our comments are coming so fast and furious, I can't like them fast enough. Facebook.com/outnumberedfnc. We love the fact that you're watching us here. So this is super fun. We can get lots of comments at the same time.
I just put it on Twitter.
Did you?
That's social media.
Complicated.
Wow. I mean, this is like cross-populated.
And meantime, by the way, rocking on the online chat. Thank you for joining us there. We've got to check that out as well. Our
you want to
old
read
school,
from there?
7,500 people on there.
Ooh,
Don't forget about the online chat.
I'm not kidding you. But you're right. Everybody's all worked up about the climate change topic. We clearly saw Kennedy get fired up about that as well. I'm looking for some specific comments, however.
People want to know what we're having for lunch. Jesse, you go first.
I'm going to go to one of those food trucks out here and roll the dice. Anything could happen. Lamb, anything. Anything goes. Lamb-tastic.
Oh, by the way, you promised unfiltered. What were you planning on telling us during this?
Listen, Sandra, I was trying to sell it hard. I'm not going to take my clothes off, all right? This is a PJ program here.
You have worn a short suit on the show.
I see.
I have.
Thank you.
And I'll never do that again.
That was fun.
They're grateful that you're going to stay clothed.
Okay, good.
Ooh,
yeah.
All the guys out there.
I will be having the.
What are you having for lunch?
The kale and lentil soup.
Oh, yeah?
From across the breezeway. Yeah.
Wow.
It's quite
nice.
good. And then I have some paleo coconut macaroon balls that are chocolate and quite good. They taste like
Are they
donut holes.
homemade?
No.
Okay.
No,
That's
they
what
make
I
them there. Yeah.
Okay.
And they're delicious, and
She does not
they
make
taste
her
like
own balls.
I do. I make a lot of balls. I've always got my hands filthy in the kitchen.
Eating them and.
Ebony, what's for lunch?
I'm actually.
I need my own balls, Jesse. Is that what you're saying?
I'm going around.
Filtered part.
You guys, PG. I'm going around the corner. I'm getting actually a sirloin, kale, and sweet potato.
Where's this
How
happening?
come I'm not invited?
Wow. Fantastic.
It's great, right?
Where
Let me just make it very
Yeah.
clear who my friend is on the couch.
I like my beef hairs. What can I say?
I mean,
amazing.
sweet potato. Oh, yeah. No,
Sweet
I'm there.
potatoes, kale, and beef. That's a
sirloin.
perfect lunch.
Yes, thank you. I believe in balance.
Yeah. Do you put a little cinnamon and butter on
It's got cinnamon, parm, and it's really good. It's really good.
Oh,
They're
that
baked.
sounds delicious.
I feel like
It's delicious.
What do you do
Oh,
for lunch?
are you going to beat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you do
People
for
want
lunch?
us to move on to more controversial subjects.
Does that mean you're not going to tell us?
Lunch. I already had something. I had a little piece of salmon. A little, I don't know, from the place across the street.
Very
Are we over this now?
Yeah.
By the way, compliments on the color wheel today coming in, Harris.
Thank you.
See?
Okay, that's it. My work is done. Goodbye, everybody.
I love when people
Well done.
comment about the color wheels, though it's some secret, some trade secret that
It
they
is.
let in on.
It's like Jesse.
You're like, really?
No, do you
And the
guys
TSA
send out a
pre-check.
mail? Let's get to the nitty-gritty.
You don't really want to.
How does a color wheel go down in the
right.
morning? Is it email?
Oh
Is it...
boy.
So Sunday nights after Fox Report, I put the entire schedule for the week in front of me.
Yeah.
And I first go through and I pick the colors that look best on every talent.
Ooh.
I have to tell you this, Harris. So I had a little event over the weekend. I had on a yellow dress. My girlfriend had on a yellow dress as well. And so one of my friends goes, "Oh, she didn't get the color wheel."
Oh, yeah! I love that. I love
So
that.
Jesse, this is a question I find that when we have you on, a lot of people always ask is, what has been your favorite Waters World? What's been your favorite adventure?
Favorite adventure? Hawaii, going to Hawaii. We were looking for the president's birth certificate. I did not find it, but you know what? I'm willing to go back and look.
Yeah. Did you just go to Honolulu?
Yes, it was Honolulu. I was in and out. They can't really afford to put me up for too long, so I think I stayed one night.
Oh, that's right, because you have to have 2 suites per your contract.
Yes,
and
right.
you always fly private.
That's
so
true.
getting that
All the
charter-
water bottles have to be slightly loosened, and don't look me directly in the eye.
No peanuts in your M&Ms.
What?
And then can you give us any hints as to future endeavors?
Let's see. I will be going to the beach. I know everyone's been excited because now the beach season is upon us. I'm going to be hitting the beach all summer.
What do you wear?
We have, obviously, I have a collared shirt here. I'm going to be wearing a nice
I mean, do
pair
you
of
wear
shorts.
like shorts or are you like a
Yes.
Speedo guy?
Are you going to be doing
I'm not going to be in a Speedo
body
as much
mass
as
index
people want.
testing?
No, please no. There will be no tests. Only quizzes for the people about Memorial Day. So that's coming up. Do people even know what Memorial Day is?
a good
Who won the Civil War? So if you're on the beach this
Those are my
weekend, watch
favorite.
out. I might be there with a camera.
So just moving ahead right now, and we didn't really get to talk about this much during the TV version of us. Donald Trump is meeting with Senator Bob Corker, one of his VP candidates. And there have been, and I'm looking at kind of this trend along some of the comments on Facebook Live right now. There have been some questions about whom he should choose and really some comments about who he should not choose. Kennedy, what are your thoughts?
I think it's too early. I think that he should still wait till
Really?
closer to the convention. Yeah, I think that what's going to happen is if he announces someone too early, because, you know, like I said, between the Supreme Court and the NRA endorsement, you know, putting out that list and getting the early endorsement, I don't think he needs to get ahead of himself. And this is one mystery that he can actually keep going and keep the conversation going, because once he's chosen, that's it. He's married to this person.
All right.
And also, he builds momentum. I mean, everyone's going to be talking about the Trump VP pick from now until the convention. This guy is a master at creating suspense. So I think the longer he waits, the better it is, and then they can't vet the guy. Or girl.
Or woman.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The person should actually be
Or
a great
transgender.
Yes.
Or transgender.
Oh, Caitlyn Jenner would be a masterful choice.
Wow, this
sure
is
he or
really
she
Both
not being
topical
So
and
exciting. We're staying on Facebook Live and simultaneously with the live chat. I mean, both of us are like enthralled in this.
Craig-
I'm getting some recipes.
Craig Cauldron says, Ebony, it is an actual reasonable liberal.
Oh,
Wow.
what a compliment.
Joseph
that's
Stinelli
very
says he's
kind.
having a Reuben sandwich for lunch. Okay, just in
Who
case.
doesn't love a good Reuben?
Corned
Corned
all
beef?
right. The president
Sauerkraut?
in Asia. We had a really interesting conversation about that on the couch, I thought, just in terms of how many different points of view came up. But the bottom line is, we didn't talk much about the military families who would have exception to the
Real
fact
problems with
that the president didn't mention our MIA POW status with our missing soldiers 40 years after the end of the Vietnam War.
Who should he turn to in matters like this? He should turn to John McCain, who was a prisoner of war in Vietnam for 7 years. And,
Good idea.
And Senator McCain said that he really felt like he was satisfied that the Vietnamese government had done as much as they could to tell us who was left and what happened to those remaining prisoners of war.
Well, I know that he said that, but there are also a lot of families that aren't satisfied.
Yeah, well, of course.
And
I mean, when you don't have resolution, you spend decades
I know.
toiling.
I agree. But, you know, the president could have said something, could have done something. He
could
didn't
have.
say anything.
Yeah, and I think that was because he had made a decision that those concerns were being, here's another pun, trumped by, so I couldn't help
You're on
it,
fire today.
being trumped by those fiscal concerns. He just decided that. And
Well, and it's also, I mean, it's also such a sore spot that if you want to have completely normalized relations with a place like Vietnam, you know, in his mind, I can't keep bringing that up because they won't like us. Remember, he's a guy who loves to placate,
right.
And he wants to make sure that whoever he's dealing with likes him that much more.
You're exactly right, and he gets caught up in the placation, if that's even a word, and he doesn't understand leverage, and Trump's been beating this drum since the beginning. We have a lot of leverage over Vietnam. Economically, militarily, the least he could have done was, you know, say something about the POWs or human rights, and then say, okay, here's a couple billion.
But this was not about Vietnam. I think we know that. I don't think it was about them at all. They got a fringe benefit from this thing, absolutely, big time. I don't think they earned it in any way, but this was all about China.
Well, what a great day on the couch, Harris.
This was a great day.
Sorry, we're like all involved.
Right? It was great to have you here, you two, Ebony, and you as well. And I can't wait for tomorrow. What did I call you? I called you Ebony
like,
and you Kennedy?
over there.
And you as well?
No, you called Kennedy you as well.
So
Very
okay,
offended.
y'all.
There you go.
We'll see you tomorrow.